Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Oh!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. When we left off, we got some more story about the whole situation with the professor and Drebber a little bit being involved in it too. And then we got to his workshop, and we chased him down to a room that's turned upside down.
Yeah.
And now we get to hear a great deduction by Sherlock Holmes about either the time bomb or the room or both. I'm not sure. As always, I've come to two conclusions. First of all, if these rooms have been turned upside down, this is done by Drebber himself.
Really?
Secondly, this little device sitting here is without a doubt the real deal.
Mr. Holmes, could you please explain everything to us?
But of course. Raising the young fledglings of Scotland Yard is just another part of a great detective's work.
He hates
Inspector Reaction is glaring at Mr. Holmes something fierce.
But Mr. Holmes deflects his gaze with incredible willpower.
This time around, I'll just dedicate this theory to you, Miss Susanoo. Could you please stand over there?
Oh, yes! I would love to!
Let me rush it over the time bomb. In case it goes off, I need a shield for myself, but I mean... Good. Now, everyone, shall we begin? Come on and on to Sherlock Holmes' Theatre of Logic and Reason.
Yes!
Alright, serious time.
The game is afoot. Yes, this music!
Topic 1, this room. She's like,
yeah, it's been a while.
As I'm sure you can all see, this room is in an absolutely disastrous state. From the bed to the table and chairs and even the lamp, everything is upside down. Almost as if everything was lifted up to the ceiling at one point, before crashing down on the floor.
Everything was lifted up to the ceiling? Wait, do you mean...
Indeed I do. The important point here is... gravity.
Whoa!
Science has finally succeeded in freeing us from the shackles binding us to the ground. The gravity in this room is once reversed and then subsequently returned to normal.
What?
This episode of Furniture tells the story about the gravity in here.
He walked. I'm shook.
That was great. But you know exactly what you're thinking, Miss Susanoo. I can barely believe it myself. But the second I saw this, I was sure of it. This is a gravity reversal device. Looks exactly like the one I saw once in a dream.
But there appears to be a clock on it.
Oh, that is just so you can set a time for the gravity to reverse and vice versa. Vice reverse, I mean. The engineer here to change the gravity to be done automatically. That loud noise we heard coming from this room earlier was gravity returning to normal. This gravity reversal device is the reason everything is upside down. And with that, my explanation for the state of this room is complete. Okay, sure. You know, Drebber reversed this room's gravity. And then he set the time on the device to return gravity to normal. Saw this device in a dream I had during an afternoon nap, right before rolling off to the sofa. Good conclusion. I love it. Gravity was inverted here. Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Oh, I've missed this.
His escape. Let's hear it. Now then, let's move on to the next question. Just what was our little engineer's reason for all of this? The clue we need to answer that question is over there.
Why? How on earth did footprints get all the way up there?
Excellent question. Answering that will lead us closer to the truth. Why are the footprints on the ceiling? Miss Scarlet answers this question. I think Mr. Drebber's mind was making his escape. However, this room is only one exit, unless we consider the skylights.
Oh!
Well, I mean, that's what happened with the room when we rotated, but Drebber used the power of gravity to plant his feet on the ceiling, and he used the skylight to escape. That's why those footprints are there,
Whoa.
not fingerprints. Whoops.
But this room has a fairly high ceiling, no? If gravity were reversed all of a sudden, I'd imagine you'd hit the ceiling quite hard.
He would fall upwards. Scientifically speaking, it would be quite the interesting sight. He was cornered. That's why he had no choice but to use the power of gravity to escape. Found this just a short moment ago.
Oh, would you look at that?
In order to carry out his plan, all you would need is this rope. Now this is the pillar and you can safely lower yourself down to the ceiling. And that is how Drebber managed to escape safe and sound. To reverse this room's gravity before escaping through the skylight. To be honest, I think reversing gravity sounds like fun and I have to try it for myself.
Oh boy.
Escape through the skylight. Okay.
Oh, Sherlock.
And there you have it. The great deductions of Sherlock Holmes have been revealed.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is the first time he's had to see this. As far as
what?
As far as I know.
No, I think he's seen one before. Was he there with Mr. Pretensy? I thought he was.
No. Like he was
Someone was there?
He was
No, he was there for
Soseki
Pretensy.
was there.
Oh, so Seki was the one that saw that.
Yeah.
That's
he
right.
wasn't there for it.
And this is a wild one.
He was
to
off
walk in
doing
on
his
for
own
your
little
first
investigating there, but
It's
he
a
wasn't
wild one.
watching it. Yeah.
No. Oh Lord. Why?
Was she not even paying attention? Susan was just like, I
She's
love
missed
you,
this.
but oh my god.
She's a little starstruck right now.
Or that. She's simping.
That's what I figured.
Just like
She was
me.
6 months of simp was stuck in there. Mr. Holmes, there was something that bothered me about your reductions. I'm starting to think that being bothered by things runs in your blood. Is there really such thing as a gravity reversal device? That's one thing I can say for certain. With our late 19th century technology, it's just as impossible as teleportation. Then why would you include that in your reductions? However, there is a saying. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it may seem.
Oh, who said that?
Okay. I think...
Didn't Godot say that?
Yes, if I remember correctly, that was... Godot said something very similar to that.
Because they were, because we were like, oh, where's Maya? And like, because,
It's fine, all that
the
stuff,
whole,
yes.
the Dahlia possessing
Yeah, all that
and all
stuff
that.
going on. It happened at the very end.
Anyway,
So...
long time ago.
Because I was trying to think of when it comes to this deduction before we go into it, because I mean, I'm already 99% sure this is going to be that illusion that I talked about where the room just spins on a pivot point and rotates.
Mm.
So I bet what it would be is if it was turned upside down, I bet that he is in/behind the safe. Because that's the one thing that's bolted to the ground, and based on if you were to rotate the room 180 degrees, he would be in that little corner over there. So he's probably around where that safe is there. Just probably hiding there, waiting for us to leave.
Yeah.
So he did that, rotated the room, and then was like, peace. Alright, so, let's see. What do you think? Spiffing saying. I'm spiffy saying, if I do this to myself, that's one of mine, you know. Iris wrote it down for me. Now that you mention it, I do remember reading it in one of the issues Susido lent me.
If I may, Mr. Holmes, there's one more thing.
Oh, good. Gravity has brought her back down to earth with the rest of us.
You found that rope on the floor, didn't you?
Indeed, I found it curled up on itself in that corner, just crying out for companionship.
But if Mr. Drebber used it to escape, shouldn't it still be tied around the pillar?
No. Just like a mystery, ropes are creatures which are destined to unravel. And thanks to this unraveled rope, our mystery has just been unraveled too. Really? This is getting even naughtier than a pretzel.
Looks like we'll have to lend him our aid once again. Let's use Mr. Holmes' great deductions to find the truth.
Right, let's do it. And quickly before Drebber makes it too far. Good. Now everyone, shall we begin? Come one and all to Sherlock Holmes, Theater of Logic and Reason. Part 2.
Part 2. I was
The
gonna say
Redux.
part 2.
It's always redux by this new boy. Who does he think he is? Okay.
Gravity was inverted. She's just like, yes.
It was an absolute disastrous state. From the bed, table, chairs, even lamp, everything's upside down. I don't know, I said the scene at one point before crashing down to the floor.
Everything was lifted up to the ceiling? Wait, do you mean?
And then, did I do? The important thing here is that gravity was inverted. Gravity.
That's so cool!
It's a good shot. That was a good shot.
It's so
That was great
cool!
direction. Alright, the body is free from our shackles.
Ah!
Okay, the gravity in this room was once reversed and then subsequently returned to normal. What? And then the upside down furniture tells us the truth about the gravity.
I love Sherlock. I also love animation. So when you combine them, I'm just...
Yeah. Okay.
Can't believe gravity was reversed. I'm so excited I have goosebumps. I'm so excited I have goosebumps too, but for a totally different reason. It just goes to show why they call Mr. Holmes a great detective.
But he said himself that it wasn't possible.
Indeed. In that case, let's do away with that theory.
Make sure to change your mind quickly on that one.
Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yeah. I've heard that too many times now.
It's also something Mr. Holmes said.
Yeah. A little part of me wants to entertain the whole gravity reversal thing too, to be honest.
I know exactly how you feel.
Gravity was reversed, turning everything upside down. Let's confirm whether there's any truth to this theory. Alright, so it's probably not going to be the... let's see. Well, I mean, there's the safe that...
What? An upright vase?
Oh? There are some flowers here.
Oh my! I wonder what they're doing in a place like this.
Delicate life boldly blooming in this thin, fragile vase. Truly it warms the heart to see it growing in the midst of such chaos.
To be honest, I'm not sure I can agree with you on that one.
Oh. I mean, that and the safe both just being normal here.
Yeah.
Seriously, look at this. Everything else in this room is upside down. But the safe is the only thing standing the right way up.
You're right. Except for the flowers that we just looked at.
Christ.
However, have a look at the bottom of the safe.
It's bolted to the floor. Or the ceiling. Which is that anymore? Look before you levitate. That's how the saying goes, right?
Close enough, I suppose.
Okay, I think the real answer is going to be the upright vase here because that's a little out of the ordinary.
And that's not bolted.
Unless it's glued to the floor or some shit. Just Gorilla Glue that shit down there. Okay. Oh, here we go. This upright vase tells us the truth about the gravity in here. You're doing more than usual today, Master Naruhodo. Might you be trying to impress Miss Susudo?
Oh.
I don't think anybody would be impressed by something like this.
Hey, I am.
Anyway, first notice everything appears to be upside down. But this thin vase is still standing upright and proud. I don't like this safe over here. It isn't bolted to the floor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The theory can be considered flawed if there's even one exception to the rule. In other words, as much as it pains me to say this. Captain Gravity, this room was never reversed. God damn it. Really does look like he's in a lot of pain.
I love this shot. Oh, Mr. Holmes, how I wish I could say your theory were true.
No matter. Anyway, let's pick ourselves up and continue with the deductions, shall we? The gravity reversal device from the equation leaves us with a single possibility. Oh, so you did have another idea. Indeed, listen well. All of the furniture in this room is flipped on by someone. Seems like the obvious answer, however, one mystery still remains. Why did that person flip over the furniture? Exactly, that person must have had a reason for doing such a thing. This gravity reversal device is the reason everything is upside down. I see he still intends to hammer on about that device.
He probably just doesn't want to give up on such a thrilling idea.
However, it really does seem like someone flipped all the furniture upside down. In which case, they must have had a reason for doing it.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Yep, take a good look at the scene. Oh, excuse you. Okay, so, a multi-purpose device? What?
Huh?
What? Hang on, a multi-purpose device? What the hell is this? That's one of those stoves I've heard so much about. Oh, it's like a...
It is, and I've heard it can do all sorts of things.
Like flip a place upside down?
It can boil, roast, and steam. It can really do just about anything.
Don't you think that's a bit much? If you ask me, more like a kotatsu, a hot pot, an orange, a cat, and an old man combined.
Now, I think That is a bit much.
Learn to dream.
How do you even compare an old man to a stove, though?
You know, sometimes I horrify myself.
Ugh.
Well, going to the right didn't reveal anything, so let's
Excuse
see. The little flowers peeking out from the side. They're like, hello.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the safe combination.
Oh. So the room was never reversed upside down, was it?
No.
He just flipped over everything trying to figure out where his safe combination was because he's an idiot like me. I'd forget where I put it too. There's something right on the bottom of this chair.
Safe. 432582.
Safe? Thank goodness. I was worried we might be in danger.
Oh my god. I think you want that word's other meaning. You know, a lockable box.
I knew that.
There's a large safe secured to the floor in this room, isn't there?
It's supposed to be the code to open it then.
But why would you write the code in a place like this?
Well, I mean, to
So
get to
the reason why
safe.
everything's upside down is literally just to...
But like, there's so many things that shouldn't even be turned upside down. Like, I don't know. Sometimes everything is turned upside down. Precisely. It seems to me, Master Hodo, that you may have had a similar experience. Am I wrong? Well, you're right. It happened last year. I haven't brought myself a lottery ticket. I wrote the numbers down in a book just in case. Exactly. Writing down important numbers is so not to forget them is a very human thing to do.
Surely there's no need to write the numbers down if you have the ticket to hand.
What happened after that, Master Hodo? Stop it. It was the day for the results to be announced, but I've forgotten where I'd written my numbers. I skimmed through every book in my room, desperately searching for my note. Exactly. Beginning where one wrote down a note is a very human thing to do.
I don't believe I would have forgotten something like that.
We're not talking about you, Mr. Shadow. Well, they actually won second prize. But then I couldn't remember which magazine I slipped my ticket into. That's enough of that, Master Hodo. Silence. Only his eyes were twitching.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is that the very same thing happened in this room. The owner of this room wanted to open up his safe. You remember the writing of the code on the bottom of a piece of furniture, but not which one. And with that, my explanation for the state of this room is complete.
That was Holmes.
Complete.
Yeah.
You have to turn the furniture in this room upside down. It was on to search for the code to the safe. Searching for the code to the safe. Well, the reversing room was not a thing. God damn it. I was kind of hoping it would be because he's Mr. Magician Engineer guy, so I thought that'd be cool. But, now then, let's move on to the next question. Just what was our little engineer's reason for all this? The clue we need that question is over there.
Why? How on earth did footprints get all the way up there?
Excellent question. Answering that will lead us closer to the truth. Why are the footprints in the ceiling? Let's kind of answer this question. Will it though?
If gravity wasn't reversed, then how in the world did footprints end up here?
I feel like this mystery is only getting more and more complicated. That's still why the footprints there.
Indeed, I can't even think of another possible explanation. This is frustrating. I almost want to go back to the theory of reversible gravity.
We both know very well that following the line of reason will lead us nowhere.
And so let's take a look around to see if Mr. Holmes didn't miss a clue somewhere.
Can I really call someone who misses clues and relies on students as and relies on students a detective? Okay, that's how that was supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Now then, balloon. Yes. But what?
There's a
Talk about not discovery. There's a shoe up here.
Was he throwing a shoe at the balloon, trying to get it down or something?
I have no idea.
And he kept missing?
I literally have no idea, but
There are footprints on this little balloon as well. I would assume he threw the shoe and it ended up stuck here.
Judging from the number of footprints, he must have thrown it quite a few times.
Yeah.
Why would he throw it up here in the first place?
I can't imagine why anyone would do that.
I don't know, but that's our answer.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, why are the footprints on the ceiling? The shoe answers the question. Seems that this
That's
nearby...
Holmes.
Seems as if my balloon is covered in footprints as well. In other words, this target was not the skylight, but the balloon.
But what was he trying to accomplish by doing that?
Rain balloon? Doesn't that ring any bells? Oh,
A piece of green balloon envelope was found at the scene.
And inside that green balloon, which you got to witness at the time of the incident, was the secret behind the illusion, another cage.
Well, wait, does this mean...
That balloon serves as a
That's
model
Holmes.
of the one... If that balloon serves as a model of the one actually used for the experiment, then there may be something still hidden inside. Quick, Susan, get on my shoulders. There was something which we was destined to retrieve before escaping. There's no way anyone could reach it from here. And that's exactly why he threw that shoe.
I called it.
I presume he was hoping to bring the balloon down with what was available to him. However, not only did his plan fail, but he got his shoe stuck up there to boot. Haha, boot, shoe.
Something of importance still hidden inside of this balloon. I'm so curious. I wonder if there's a way for us to see what's inside.
Found this just a short moment ago.
Oh, would you look at that?
In order to carry out his plan, all you need is this rope.
And now he's decided that the rope is somehow tied to his deduction.
You know how he is, Susanoo. It's hardly worth being surprised over. Anyway, throw the rope, catch the balloon with it, and then pull it towards you.
That sounds rather complicated. And if you were to actually try it, I have no idea how long it would take to succeed.
Yeah, true. There must be a more efficient way. Now that you mention it, we are already in possession of such a method.
Crossbow.
Yeah, just bop that thing, man. Bop it, twist it, pull it.
Oh god, who's gonna fire the crossbow?
It's me, my son Ahodo. In order to carry out his plan, all he would need is this crossbow.
This was hidden at the scene of the crime.
We believe it belongs to Drebber. We'd actually taken it home that day. He may not have lost his shoe at such a crucial time. Shall we give it a try for ourselves then? My friends, surely your curiosity has been piqued as well. Just what could Enoch Drebber be hiding inside that balloon?
I'm guessing he fired it.
That is a...
That's a head.
That also looks like a mannequin head. That would belong in, you know, to a mannequin that was missing a head.
You mean a wax figure?
Yeah, wax figure.
That's why I said that's a head. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I was implying.
Yeah. That's a wax figure's head?
He's like, huh?
Certainly looks like it. The head made out of wax certainly locked inside an iron mask. Seems to be a proper lock on it. I don't think I can break this one open, sadly. That means you won't be able to see the face under this mask.
But please wait a moment. The head of a wax figure? Is this what I think it is?
Ah, I see you've got on, Miss Susanoo. Oh, a wax figure without a head. Could it be related to the kidnapping case, which you basically solved? Yet that murderer's head was nowhere to be found, right? Precisely. Until this very moment. Imagine she's going to be so delighted that it's actually there in one piece, but finally... I seems as able to make a reward for my minor mistake without shame after all. This is without doubt the head of the professor. The professor.
But why is it here?
Now I know for certain. The one who kidnapped the professor from Madame Mosaic's and then sent it back was none other than Enoch Drebber. I
Huh.
don't believe it. Dr. Obo's case and the kidnapping of the wax figure. As it turns out, they're connected. Yeah, so Drebber must have taken the wax figure because he knew he needed a body double for his illusion, essentially. And then once he was done with it, just brought the bitch back the next day.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about the reward. Don't worry about the not the reward,
And I guess he was trying to
thing.
maybe get the head down, like to attach with the rest of it, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
So that's why he gave it back without the head.
Well, no, I'd say this was probably happening right now. Like, he was obviously in a rush to do it, so I'd say it was probably just the fact of I don't know. Maybe
It's
that
hard
was
to
the
tell
case.
with the time frame.
Yeah. Was he going to use a bomb to blow up the thing? Seems that journey of logic and reason must come to an end here. All we have left to do is to question the man himself.
The man himself.
You know Drebber? Wasn't able to escape from the skylight. You know what that means, don't you? It means that he's still hiding somewhere in this room.
The safe. Really?
Where's his hiding place, you ask? The answer is obvious.
Why does this sound different?
It maybe is. All we need to do is retreat the path of logic we've just walked down. You know Drebber's hiding somewhere in this room? I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Master Naruto. All right. Where is he not Drebber hiding? The answer is...
The safe.
Yeet. Safe. He's hiding in that lacrosse net. No.
Lacrosse.
I mean, he could be in the wardrobe too, but I'd say the safe is probably the... Even though it's a hell of a place to hide into, but there's stuff floating on the floor in front of the safe.
These look like ledgers and blueprints.
He must have been in a rush to pull everything out of the safe and get himself inside.
Uh-huh.
Some place they would never open if they didn't find my combination too. Before I came into the room, we heard a noise coming from behind the door. It shows that our engineer friend was still here at the time. That noise was him searching for the combination of the safe.
Dude, this is so cool.
Left the room in an untidy state, meaning he had no time to put things back to normal. This tells us that he was conducting his research but a moment ago. His search but a moment ago. And that means Enoch Drebber is... currently hiding inside the safe. Inside the safe, yes. Alright. 2, 4... Fuck, I forgot. And there you have it. The great deductions of Sherlock Holmes have been revealed. We did it, yay!
Hiding in the safe.
Perfect, boom. Solved. Good work, team.
Finger guns.
Bow, bow, bow. Elementary. I wish we did Naruto. Alright. Let us see here. Well then, Master Naruto. As merry as it has been, I think it's now time to put an end to this game of hide and seek. We have to open the safe now, right? But of course. Right. There should be no problem. I remember that the first digit is 1, and the second...
It's 432582.
Alright. Just make sure you're paying attention. Well, here goes nothing. 4... next... Oh. My God. That looks,
painful.
You got me. I don't have a voice yet. I have yet to... Wait, what the... Wait. Are you...
He's popping and locking.
Oh.
Alright, go off.
Well. Back in front of the engineer and I'll Drebber. Fucking hell, I can't. You may, since I am he.
No, really?
Listen, this guy's legitimately a fucking robot right now. Like, I'm so tilted that if Balloon Boy shows back up, not FNAF Balloon Boy, but Marmatch Balloon Boy shows up, I gotta think of a different voice for him now, because this is the real...
You're giving the big mastermind Enoch Drebber that voice.
I mean, I wouldn't... You know, I don't know that he's a mastermind either. He's an accomplice of some sort.
He's a magician, con artist, scientist, inventor person. Someone who's behind other things who might have to do with the like
well,
he's a major character.
Yes, he's also a robot. Or robotic, I guess I should say. Look at that hand. Look at the way he rose up from the dead. Alright. You're the one who tricked Dr. Dumbo with that fake device, aren't you?
Furthermore, we demand that you explain your theft of Madame Rosaic's wax figure.
I would enjoy nothing more than you to have a lovely little chat with everyone. Calculating, but if I were you, I would prioritize stopping her, and soon. Her?
Soon?
Isn't it obvious? I mean the time bomb. The one sitting over there.
What?
Ha, I get it. How wonderful. You just want to die with me, don't you?
What kind of smile was that?
That
what?
was fucking, that was a smirk. Oh, well, I guess we're going down
she's
together.
getting this. Really, Mr. Holmes? There were only 7 seconds left on the timer.
Yeah, but it was a mistake. We could have all died here. Have your final show. Shut up, Sandy, great detective.
Mr.
Like a
Holmes'
dramatic exit.
deductions can be compared to a venomous snake, ready to strike at any time.
Well, phew, that was a close one, wasn't it, friends? And to think I was absolutely convinced that this was a gravity reversal device.
But we already discussed that fact was that such a device cannot simply oh my god, let me retry that one. But we already discussed the fact that such a device cannot possibly exist.
I guess regular near-death experiences is the price you pay for being friends with Mr. Holmes. Well, hello, friend. I guess we're gonna talk to you more next time and figure out what the heck is going on here.
Like, you want to talk steampunk? This guy's... He's got a whole steampunk hand.
Yeah, he's gone all out for it, man. I like it.
He's committed.
It's a wonderful design. I love it.
It is pretty dope.